Hi, my name is Carla, and I will be presenting to you the Mastering the Art of Negotiation. So, with the importance of negotiating skills is the financial impact. So, it directly affects profit margins, cost savings, and resources allocation. So, negotiating favorable terms can make or break a project or even businesses. Um, Also, the relationship building, how you build it. So, negotiation is a primary tool for building sustainable long term business relationships. It allows parties to understand each other needs and build trust, as Miller says in 2021. Professional advancement, highly developed negotiation skills are critical for career growth, often leading to better job offers, promotion, and greater organization influences. So, in promotions or even job offers, like you can really negotiate or trying to sell yourself and your abilities so you can get a job or even a better offer. Also, the key skills you need to be a good negotiator is the preparation. So, truly research the market, the other party, and your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. So, knowing your walkaway point is really important. So, also, emotional control, the ability to remain calm and focused rather than reacting to aggressive tactics or stress. So instead of reacting aggressively or reacting in a way that your emotions show something negative, you need to just be like remain calm. Like don't show it affecting you. Active listening, fully focusing on what the other party is saying. Like you need to actually have active and including underlying needs and nonverbal cues. And so nonverbal cues can be like your body language, the eye contact, if you're moving your leg a lot, like in you're showing your nervousness, verbal communication, so clarity in expressing your position, using persuasive language, and articulating questions to uncover critical information. Collaboration, also looking for creative, mutually beneficial solutions, so like a win-win outcome for both parties, rather than seeing the negotiation as a zero-sum games. Now, what to do and not to do when negotiating. So, what to do? Do practice active listening and clarifying needs. So, have good communication. Uh, be flexible and willing to compromise on secondary issues, so you can be like, oh, I need this and this and this, how it's going to be done. You need to be flexible and be like, oh, if this happens, we can do this. So have alternatives. um, Articulate your value proposition clearly and justify your request with logos, so data, like you cannot say something and don't have backup for what you're saying, because then it's not going to be believable. um, Always in a professional ethical manner, so always negotiate professional, ethical, ethos. Be calm, be kind, be professional, so you need to be formal. So what not to do? Do not lose your cool or take things personally. So that's the worst thing you can do, because not only are you going to make things bad for yourself, but you're going to make it awkward and make uncomfortable the other party that you're negotiating with. Don't accept a deal until you have a clear written agreement. So that's what a lot of people um, have that make that mistake, is that they take like a oral agreement as something valid. That sadly that's not the case. You need something written, because then it shows the proof of what you're agreeing to and what your both parties are going to get. And do not make the first concession without getting something in return, obviously, and do not negotiate without a clear BATNA, so best alternative to negotiate an agreement. So about all this, my conclusion. So I study in business administration, and so negotiating is a daily operating necessity in my profession. It's not an infrequent chore, so it is the main means by which we negotiate advantages, contracts with vendors, resolve internal resources disputes such as budget and personal requirements, and get department support for strategy adjustments. So sales, marketing, operations. Ineffective negotiations causes internal conflict and ineffective resource allocation, which eventually impedes organizational progress. So that will be all for my presentation of mastering the art of negotiation. Thank you.